Alright, we got a new update here on, it's gonna be published pretty soon, I think, but I'm pretty excited about this, especially for mobile. This is the iOS, the iPad version right here. It would be better if I had a camera, but basically the gestures have been improved a lot in this version to where the pan or the zooming and panning is a lot less twitchy, because before it would kind of activate a lot of the times when I didn't want it to. So now I've added in a little bit of a buffer so that it's not as twitchy. You have to actually make a motion for it to move. So that in itself makes things feel a lot more solid. And then the other big thing now is that we have an option here in the gear button. So this little gear button on the bottom, you can turn on or off ignore touch draw. If you have a ignore touch draw, then only the Apple Pencil will work. Your finger will not work for drawing. And also there's this new option at the very bottom called two-finger tap undo, and it only works when you have ignore touch draw, but basically you can just tap with two fingers to undo. So I know people have been asking for this feature for years, literally years, and the problem, it's just taken a long time to get this working because the stupid touch and the pencil separation was a lot of work. So it was a lot of, I guess, preparation work to get this working. But now it works. And then we also have 3-finger for redo. So 2 fingers for undo, 3-finger tap for redo, and that's cool. I'm still leaving the undo button here, just in case, so people can still use that. I've also added back the color bar on the top, which shows the current color and the previous stroke color. Simply because when you're using your finger to change these sliders, sometimes your finger's blocking the color circle, so you can't really see. So I just wanted to see the color above everything else, which I think is nice. What other changes are there in here? There was a bug with importing images where it would be too bright, but now that's been fixed so that it comes out with the correct colors. I've added a scroll here for the tool settings. This is pretty good for phones and smaller devices with smaller screens, but we have it here. You can always resize this if you want, and it has all the settings here. Okay, and then the only other thing is we have, if I click on the options of this menu at the top right, the little 3 dots on the top right, you have some options here. There's an option called current tool near the bottom, and this will basically give you this button here at the right side of the toolbar. And the way this is supposed to work is, if you wanted to hide the toolbar, then you could have a very minimal setup like this, where you only see that one button, which opens up the full tools inventory, and then you can change your tool and then click off of it, and that's it. So this is not going to be the default. The default is going to stay how it currently is, but I think it's an interesting option just especially for if you have limited screen size. This might be a nice way to minimize that. You can also turn off your color selector so that you have just a single bar like this. Oh yeah, another change, I've added back the undo and the redo buttons, so they're back here. And yeah, so just small things, nothing earth-shattering, but hopefully they all add up and make your paintings go a little bit smoother. I know that for me the biggest thing is simply this zoom pan being better now, because before I would always accidentally be bumping my canvas around, which was just super annoying, and I didn't even like realize how annoying it was until I fixed it. Now it just feels a lot nicer. Alright, so cool, that's the basic update. I think I want to do maybe a tiny little painting just to celebrate, and then I'm gonna publish this. Maybe this one. One of these weird lighting pictures from yesterday. We got some pretty crazy, weird weather in Los Angeles. So, yeah, whatever this lighting setup is. Okay, let me put this over on the side. And we got music. Let me make sure the stream is actually working. It'd be a shame if I was just talking to myself again, as usual. Alright, seems that it's actually working. Hello, Matthias. Alright, let's go. I don't know. I'm still kind of experimenting with this setup where the toolbar is very minimal. I mean, the other option is to have it so that you have at least the eraser and the smudge and the blur all separated as individual buttons here. But yeah, still playing with it. I'm not sure what feels the best. But for now the default will stay as how it is currently, because I feel like that setup it does work pretty nicely with in terms of the toolbar. So let's say if I wanted the tree tool, I could just click on the tool button and then get my tree. Whoa. That's probably too much jitter, if there is such a thing. But this palm tree kind of has a ton of noise in it naturally, so I'll try that out. Let's see, there's a little bit of orange. I'm starting with the trees because I feel like those are the coolest part of this picture. Maybe I can build outwards from the trees. Probably shouldn't be using the same tree tool for the sky, but whatever. I'm feeling lazy. Can you make clouds with the tree tool? Let's try. Okay, the clouds back here in this triangle, to me they look pinkish, reddish. Like that. And then this upper part also sort of red, but then it gets more bluey and more white. So I'll add more blue and more green as we go higher. And then it gets pretty bright. There's other changes in this version that I'm probably forgetting. I should probably take a look at the changelog real quick. No, not that one. Changelog. Oh yeah. There was a bug where the menus would be spawning off the screen. That's been fixed. Undo redo. Block canvas. I took that back out, so pretend you never saw that. 2-tap undo. Scroll. Global overrides. UI sound toggle. Wow, okay. I actually remembered everything for once. I like these tree clouds. Kind of fun. Okay. Can I make mountains with the tree brush? Hey Beck, where do you find pictures? You just walk around your neighborhood and take pictures yourself. That's basically the best way. Yeah. So, yeah, this picture's in my neighborhood, but or if you're lazy, I'm just going on Google, but try to take pictures if you can. One thing that matters a lot, or that something that helps, is if you're using your phone to take pictures, most phones will have like a manual mode on the camera. So if you use the manual mode, you get better lighting, I think. So this photo is done with manual exposure, and I usually end up cranking the exposure down a little bit compared to the default. And then the other thing is like if your phone has a HDR or like high dynamic range photos, you can turn that setting off, and that'll usually give you nicer photos for painting, because the HDR kind of flattens everything out and it makes the lighting look sort of fake. So I like to take photos without HDR. But yeah, I'm not a photographer or anything, so these are just my camera phone pictures. But it makes it kind of fun because whenever you're out and about, even on the weekend, just relaxing or whatever, I've always got an eye out for taking pictures. So it's like a little adventure, you know? And even if you're relaxing in nature, it's still sort of like you're working, or you're being productive at least by taking pictures. Okay. I like this picture because most of it is broken up into really, really obvious lights and darks. So I don't have to think too much with this kind of a picture. Try to put the roof in there.
By now, you know that sound. It's the sound of the Home Depot. But what about those sounds? Those are the sounds of a new Frigidaire kitchen suite, complete with the latest technology to keep food fresh, dishes clean, and cooking needs met for all families. Making this the sound of savings on top brand appliances. The Home Depot. How doers get more done.
We got lucky this weekend because there was a storm that came, and there was a lot of snow and clouds, which we never really see over here. So I took a lot of pictures this weekend. I got excited for the weather.
85% water. I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Ooh, pass me the intercom thingy.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Don't pay for water, pay for clean. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods.
Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent. Save even more at Target with a free gift card.
Y'all wasn't expecting this one. What up, motherfuckers? This is Afro in Harbor City. What the fuck is going down? Yes, yes, y'all. And you don't stop. Yes, yes, y'all. I took the beat, y'all. Yes, yes, y'all. And you don't stop. Yes, yes, y'all. I took the beat, y'all. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. You can even dance or just have a seat. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. You can even dance or just
Well, it seems like this palm tree is definitely the star of this painting. So everything else can be a lot less intense, I guess. Less color jitter, less contrast, less everything. Yeah, I'll try to post them on the Discord or somewhere. Alright, so yeah, as a basic idea, I like how this painting is working. I haven't been working on it that long, but I think it looks kind of interesting already. So, let's see. I think, I don't know, some of the shapes are kind of messy, maybe. Over here. I'm trying to simplify. Well, actually, right now the photo is even simpler than what I've got, so I definitely need to simplify a little bit. The photo looks more like a painting than my painting. I think the mountain can be better done without this tree brush.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we come with one of the more soulful sounds from around our town. Big and blood clot heavy.
I like this really soft edge right here between the light and the shadow, so I'm gonna try to blend these two to make it softer. Eh. Hmm. Should I try to get this orange light to show up here on the roof? Hmm.
Is it acceptable to go to Mickey D's just for a drink? Of course it is. But good luck leaving with just a drink. It's more than a drink. It's a Mickey D's drink.
From ice cold Coca-Cola, Sprite, and Dr. Pepper to the one-of-a-kind flavor of a sweet tea. Sometimes all you need to keep going is one refreshing sip. Right now, get a small for just $1.29. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
fuck qu'il y avait dans l'Est sur un coup de condo passé à Bostage. C'est pas la Méditerranée, les vieux le postés. Sur le coin de rue, ici, font pas la poster. 72 ans mort dans le Dollarama. Pensais qu'il y avait de l'alcool dans Scotch tape. Il nous reste encore une coupe de décennies à work. Ça, c'est en plus de choses et quelque chose. J'ai pas de vertige, j'ai du sang algonquin. Ça fait que même ben hash, je suis ben ok. Mais la spéculation en pousse pas égale. Tu vas te cracher ton million pour un 3 étages. Avec pas de vue sur aucun lac ni de cour. Pis de l'amiante coulée partout d'un lac. Mais c'est pas cool comment qu'on va flipper Muntree. C'est une bonne séance, je vais m'acheter une bonne scie. Il sur une petite run de job in pay cash. Un humble stack de matériaux dans le Jeep. Via Berry, les Backstreet de Saint-Henri. Burgundy, Cadillac, Ribourras. Ville la salle plus sur le West Side. C'est un grind qui t'apprend vite la géographie de Muntree. Life 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 de Muntree.
Hey Andrew, listen, what do you think about AI? I think it's interesting. Yeah. I'm curious to see what people, like what new things people come up with to use it for. Like, I could see it being really good for rendering, like if you're doing 3D work, because AI could probably speed things up a lot with rendering if you're training it using existing renders, so it can kind of like guess what you're trying to render and paint a rendering for you, I guess. I don't know. I don't know exactly how everything works. It just seems sort of magical, the whole thing. Yeah, because there's already like, they use AI for denoising in a lot of 3D renders. Like I think Blender has AI denoising already for years, and that's really good because it cleans up noise a lot faster than it would normally take by I guess guessing what the clean version of a noisy render would look like. So yeah, there's a lot of ways it could be you know, like many times faster than what we already have right now. So in that regard, it's pretty powerful. But in terms of art, I don't know. I guess there's gonna be different types of art. I guess there's gonna be more commercial stuff where probably a lot of AI stuff will start taking over commercial artwork, and then maybe there's gonna be, maybe that will actually help traditional painters, where you know a lot of people that would have been doing digital commercial paintings would, you know, if they get replaced eventually by AI machines doing that type of work, then maybe they'll just go back to traditional painting. I mean, I don't know, just painting for the sake of it, just painting because they enjoy it and that's what they love to do, you know. And I don't know, I hope Heavypaint can kind of fit into that role in terms of painting for painting's sake, where people use it because they enjoy using it. It's like a fun tool that they like to play with. So yeah, and I think a lot of artists like the process of creating it. Like it's therapeutic and it's fun and it's just the way to exercise your brain a little bit. So yeah. But yeah, it does seem like it's gonna change the commercial art world. At least a little bit. Me? Well, probably the tool I use the most is called Godot Engine. It's a video game engine that I'm using to program Heavypaint. So I use that every day basically. And then probably the second most tool is Heavypaint itself, because I paint a lot. So probably those two. I used to use Blender a lot, but I haven't been doing Blender lately. And yeah, let's see. I mean, I used to use Photoshop a lot, but I don't have Photoshop anymore. And then I got my traditional paints too. Those are really fun. I'm trying to get back into that this year. Yeah, you're probably right. I think I mean, school's got to be different now. I mean, it's got to be pretty scary to be a student right now. Or I mean, scary and exciting because it's changing so fast. I mean, can't even imagine like what are the teachers supposed to say or do, you know, because they don't know what's going on either. It's all new for everybody.
Wells Fargo lets you know where you stand with your FICO credit score. What if you knew where you stood with everything? Like your kids' friends.
Hey boys, how do cows stay informed?
I don't.
They read the Moo paper. Mr. Otis, you're the funniest.
It's good to know where you stand. And when it comes to your FICO credit score, you can with a Wells Fargo account.
Visit wellsfargo.com/getfico to learn more. Terms and conditions apply. FICO is a registered trademark of Fair Isaac Corporation in the United States and other countries. Wells Fargo Bank N.A. member FDIC.
You don't need to get personal, like revealing you love to smell your cat's breath. To get the State Farm personal price plan, just call or go to statefarm.com for a quote. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Future beats, eclectic soul, forgotten gems, and timeless sound. All brought to you by Joe K. This is Selection Radio.
I wish I didn't make all these houses crooked, but I guess it's kind of funny looking. I'm okay with it. I want to put this little doohickey on the top, the cylinder. Try to have at least one cylinder in my painting, so my car design school skills will show through. Every time I draw an ellipse, it costs a lot of money to learn how to draw ellipses, so might as well draw them. There are a lot of doodads on top of this house, which is great because they look cool. Alright guys, that's it. This is my little painting. I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna try to publish this tonight or tomorrow. I think it's ready to go. Let's see, stats. We painted for 40 minutes. Not bad. And we used a lot of tree tool. Okay, see you guys next time. Have a good day. Bye bye.